Welcome back to another episode on our property. We are back from our big Cape York adventure and keen to keep things moving forward. We've made the decision to take the insurance payout from the flood and invest some of our own savings to bring our property back to life better than ever. We are in the early days of planning a 2-storey build, floodproofing and putting back together the bottom level, some earthworks, pool renos. Well, let's just say there is a lot going on. Proudly supported by Opus, Ultimate 9, Superior Engineering, GME, Tie Gear, and in part by Boom. Hey Zevi, are you excited for a big day of work at our place? No. Alright, so it's about 7 o'clock. Everyone is still asleep except Zeph and I. Early morning winter start here at the place. Heath, the excavator driver, and Dad are due to arrive here by 7:30. We've got some work going on this morning. So Heath is going to be here over the next couple of days doing a few things. He's going to tidy all this up, smooth it all off and move it over onto that pile we've got there, and then sort of flatten that down, spread it out a bit, make it a bit more usable for the grass to grow over, shape it up. He's then going to dig out our existing driveway. So you can see our driveway is too narrow in spots and everyone always ends up driving off it. So we're going to dig it out, widen it up, refill it, and then we'll have a nice, good, wider, usable driveway. But the first job we are going to do while Dad is here this morning is fix up some stormwater drainage on this side of the house. So that downpipe and that downpipe are both blocked in the ground here. And so when we get heavy downpour, they all just pool on the ground here everywhere, and this whole area here basically turns to a lake. So we're going to dig a new line across here. So we're going to start over there and we're going to put a ground sump over there to pick up any groundwater. And then we're going to have that downpipe run into it, this downpipe run into it, like 100 mil stormwater here under the ground. And then while Heath's here, he's going to cut across the driveway. So he'll do that obviously before he tidies it all up and recompacts it. Cut across there and then down over towards that well. You can sort of even see on camera like our yard slopes that way. So we're going to get the water going out across there, and then there's a little gully across our yard. So I'll spit it out near the well and then it can run across that gully down towards the back there. While we are waiting, this garden thing, whatever you want to call it here, in the way of our bloody trench. So, go on mate. I'll start pulling out all these pavers and then Heath can rip out that thing with the digger when he's here. I might cut out this to the way for him. Jumping out of windows after dark. Man, whose idea was this? These things are bloody cemented in. Go Zevy, go. Some maniac cemented all these in. Jumping out of windows after dark. Go Zeffy, so strong. Wow. So strong. We're laying in flowers after bars, smoking with strangers in the park. And here's part 2.
Oh, there's a tap there. They got a control tap, a T-head control tap right there. Geez, we're lucky we were digging. It would have pulled the head off that.
So just spent a little bit of time by hand locating a couple of pipes, water pipes up that end and that end. You can see there's an old control tap and that'll be the run out to the mains meter out there. So we just dug that up by hand so we can see it and we don't rip it up with the machine. So now that we've established where those 2 water pipes are, we aren't going to rip them up. Heath's going to begin digging the trench across there with the excavator. Heath's still over there digging that trench that way. Dad and I are just starting to lay this pipe here. This is a 100 mil sewer, isn't it, that we're working with?
Yeah, 100 mil sewer pipe.
So that's run that way. You're gonna make a junction here which will run to the gutter there, or the downpipe, which we'll replace eventually, and then we're gonna cap a thing here so we can put that ground sump if we decide we want that. We're not sure yet.
I mean, you can see all that. Yep, good. You have to lay that down like that. Right around 6 or something.
That's that section done there for the minute, so that's obviously going to go into that down pipe. That's where the ground sump will go, and then we can start working this way now. That's the junction there, which will come into this downpipe. So we've got a length now to fill that gap, and then we'll keep working our way down there where it's going to spill out. And while we're doing that, Heath's starting widening up this driveway, so he's going to cut this wedge off around here, so there's a nice big end area turning bay, and then widen it up through the run ins and out. Happy with that, how it all came together?
Yeah, it all went together good.
It's run, we've connected it all, it's run all the way down to there. We've just put a little end up on it out of the ground for the moment, so nothing goes there. And then still working out a longer term plan, but just going to put like probably build a bit of a sump on it here, or gravel pit for it to spill out. And eventually when we redo all the house, we got to connect further stuff. So we're probably going to connect, run a trench from these gutters down pipes across to meet here, and then continue this one on that way across, and then down over to the end there. But you know, that's a bigger job for another day. At least now, it's not all spilling out next to the house. It's 50 metres down the yard here at a lower spot. And then Heath's got this driveway cut out wider. So he's added about a foot either side here, and then about 2 foot on the inner side there, and made this turning circle wider. So that's going to be heaps better. Obviously now he's got to go get some bit of road base, and then we'll re-top it all probably with that same blue metal we're using over there. But at the moment, he's just going along, backfilling this big trench in. Just left this open because we've still got to connect that in, and same up this end, left it open because we've still got to put our sump and connect that in, and I can just push that back over with a shovel by hand. So Heath's had to head off now. He's got to go finish up another job he was working on, but that's the driveway cut. He's backfilled all this. I'll just probably take these to the tip or something with him. And then Heath's going to come back tomorrow with the posi track and start doing all the tidy up on all this work here, making it all nice and smooth. But Dad and I are going to temporarily connect that and that into these downpipes. As I said, they're going to go, they're getting changed to PVC, but we're not going to do that yet. We'll just temporarily run these over and do a bit of a bodge job on them there, so at least they're working if we do get rain. Cut a piece that goes in. And that's that one there, temporarily hooked up as well, and we've just capped where that sump will potentially go one day, depending on how this area is. That's the idea there. That's that section done and hooked up. That's just temporary, so I haven't glued that join there or either of those joins there, so that way when we're actually properly doing this, whenever that is, we can just pull this section back out and dig this a little bit out and properly align it all up and get it all going. But yeah, that'll work 3 billion times better for the moment than what it was. You happy with it? I'm a professional plumber.
How much they like this though.
We got all that somewhat tidied up and refilled in, but we may as well keep going with a few bits and pieces today. There's a lot of work that needs to be done at this place, a lot of internal work and a lot of outside work, but we're just sort of chipping away at the outside work. With the outside work for the moment, there's not very much we can do inside yet. A quick run through of some outside plans. We're redoing this whole pool area, so that all the fencing got damaged in the flooding. You can see tiles ripped off, some of these coping pavers have cracked and popped up. So insurance has put in repair works for all of this, which we're going to just take the money for and do ourselves. So with the pool, we're going to do all new fencing around it, and then instead of all this gross palm trees and bad ground and pavers and all that, what we're going to do is we're going to rip all this out, obviously leave the pool. We're going to do new coping pavers, and then we're going to concrete around the pool, and then we're going to lay a tile on the concrete. So this area will just be fully freshened up, all nice, ready for coming into spring in a few months' time. So Jordan's been out here and looked at it. He's going to do the concrete for it, but he just wants us to start tearing it down. Now, I don't want to start with the fencing, obviously, because we still need fencing around the pool for safety reasons. But today, we're going to start chopping all these palms out and getting rid of them all.
we got most of those palm trees there cut out of that pool area. Still 1 or 2 more to go. But we need to probably start getting rid of them, loading them up into the trailer. Rocks are out. First load we're going to do is like some random pavers there, that wooden stuff we pulled out from the fence area, fill it up with like rubbishy sort of stuff, get rid of that, and then we'll come back and fill it up with this green gardeny tree stuff here and all the palms out over from the pool area. This pool area already looks better with all these palms ripped out. They're out of control. Whoever thought it was a good idea to put palms and wood chips all around a pool, get us together, mate. It's terrible. Look at that, we got a full moon coming up over there. That is about all we can do. It's pretty much pitch black. Dark out there now, but successful day. Got a lot done.
I had a good day. Pilates in the morning, did some yard work, kept the kids alive.
That's
got a heater thing so we don't freeze to death.
Yeah, shout out to the neighbour Darren who gave us this heater thing. It's very nice in here in the shed of a night. Good bloke.
Good bloody bloke.
Cook some dinner, rest. Well, probably not rest. I'll be editing, working tonight. And then Heath is back at 7 in the morning to keep going with that stuff over there. So I'll be back. It's the next morning. I've been up early, continuing to get all this wood out of the pool area and load up the trailer. And then Heath has just turned up in the posi track. So he's going to start tidying up all this sort of mess there and get it back to a nice smooth ground finish. Move it all over there. I tell you what, it is very nice to have a good operator back here doing this job. Someone that really knows what they're doing. It's cool watching Heath work. So I was having a chat to Heath and he was saying he's going to leave that for the minute. Still a bit of moisture through it. He's going to let it dry out for a little while and then he'll put the spreader bar on it in a week or two or weather pending and just do that final smooth finish on it and it'll look really nice. But even now, how's that look? About 3 billion times better.
Shocking revelations. Someone actually can do their job.
We didn't need Lake and the roofer here explaining how to do the job step by step.
He's
So
been here for like what, an hour, and he's already done 10 times more than what he did in 3 days.
But it's all coming together, it's exciting. Like the whole flood house thing, I don't know, it's been very stressful and got us down at times, but then it's cool now we're getting things sorted and then slowly improving this place and everything coming back together. Obviously just working on yard stuff at the moment, but then once we do the internals too, that's going to be really cool. So, you know, hopefully in the long run, it's going to take a year or two, but we'll have this place better than ever, looking really good. And mate, while Heath's going over there, look, Berto's, you're not really on the house reno channel much, but we'll start getting you in here.
I'm on the house reno channel, mate. Do you remember who built the shed?
Yeah,
Who pulled the wall down? I didn't
you.
build the shed, but who pulled the wall down and did all that?
Mate, that was you.
Who's not on the f***ing house reno? Mate, I'm this whole channel, mate. What are you on about?
Berto's just taken all that rubbish from our removals yesterday to tip this morning.
Yeah.
Do a little rubbish tip run, and now we're going to load up all the palms, the greenery run.
So those last 2 days, I've just been doing tip runs. I had 2 days off, got back from Cape, and you know, I've just been getting worked by like a horse. Not from Tyler, but you know, my old boy.
From
Cheeky dog.
And now you're here at work, and I'm like, all right, more tip
Yeah, I
runs
rocked
today.
up and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be able to do some car stuff today. Nah, we're doing renos. So welcome to the Tyler Thompson House Renovation channel.
Yeah.
that's everything loaded up on the trailer. She's pretty jam-packed full. Berta's laying some lengths of wood up on top there, so then we can...
Full's an understatement, mate.
Yeah, then we can tie them down. Mate, I even got a special delivery for you. New bag and straps from Thai Gear, mate, our favourite straps. Open them up, you're bloody good to go.
Mate, still got the wrapper on them.
Yeah, I only got them delivered yesterday.
Well, look at that, they come all in the bag and everything. Stored all nice.
That's the new Thai Gear haul out range. Mate, nothing those things can't strap down.
They're gonna strap down. I don't. This is nearly impossible to strap down. You watch me do it like it's nothing.
And then Heath has finished tidying all this up for the moment, and he's gone to get a load of gravel to do this driveway. But it's not his fault, but he's clipped the top of a water pipe here. I asked him to sort of dig this out back to ground height, but then up in the mound they had the mains water like running up through the mound, so it's down really low. It's down low over there. Then for some reason they've come up through the mound. I assume the mound I thought this mound must have been put here, but maybe that mound was here when they built the house or something. I don't know, but we got the plumber here.
The plumber's turned up to the rescue yet again.
Emergency Friday call. Hey, we put a
instant call out, put a mayday out, and I've responded according.
So we got to dig up this little bit there and just repair the copper pipe.
That we will.
You'll get sorted.
We can do it with Kinkos and Ollies. We won't worry about oxys and such like, and we'll get into it.
There it is there, 3/4 copper. Just put it through, so we're just gonna join it back together.
This fella here, in that direction. Yeah, righto. Yeah, things are starting to look tidy there. Yeah.
The hole was dug out a bit further, so we got access to it. We cleaned up the pipe, tried to straighten them back up facing each other, and then we cut these two damaged sections out, and now Demi's sanding it all back, cleaning up the pipe so we can work with it, and then we're going to connect them back. I actually told Heath to hit it just so I could get some more content.
Knew it.
I was running out of ideas, you know, so I thought some emergency plumbing would go down well for the channel.
Yeah, give Gary a bit more work.
He loves free work for his son.
Yeah.
What's
We're
happening now?
going to pipe join this water service with a age-old trick of plumbing, which has gone on ever since I started the trade, but we've never had a problem with repairing water mains with this method. So because our pipes aren't perfectly aligned, our two new ends we're going to rejoin. We're going to anneal a piece of copper here, which will give it the ability to bend a bit. Then we will simply union join it.
What have you been plumbing for 50 years now?
Yeah, I'm coming up 50 years in the game. People are still ringing me. I'm still doing it. I still enjoy it, actually.
Gary Thompson plumbing if you're after some plumbing, mid-north coast.
Yeah, I still enjoy it.
Oh, there you go.
There you are.
There you go.
Right. Yep.
Look at me, I'm a plumber.
Demi's on the job.
I'm a plumber, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a mum, I'm a uni student.
Slide that on there, on that one. Just push
This
it
one
straight on, yep. And see if you can get it through to neat so you can start seeing your copper. Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Beautiful. Yep, yep.
Are you kidding? How are you supposed to do that?
There you are. See how it's now
Oh,
bending?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
See if you can get it a little bit more. So we're going for midway on olives on our Kinko nuts here, which he looks like he's about 40-ish mil. So we'll get these back about the 20-ish. There we go, here. Yeah, see if you can start that nut rolling now. Yep, yep, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I made myself a jump.
That is it there, fixed and rejoined. Now obviously going to have to water test that, but while we got the water meter off, we got a garden tap here on the side of the house that is leaking out the top O-ring. So I said to Dad, do you have one in your truck? And he did, so we're going to replace that. This is old anyway, it'd be nice to put a new one on. It leaks out of here once the water's obviously on. Now you can pull this top bit off and replace the O-ring or washer or whatever in there, but Dad said he normally just replaces them with nice fresh tap because they're so cheap anyway, so it's easier just to unscrew this and put the new one on.
Plumber life.
Actually, what we might even do too is we'll take that tap off and give it a water blast at the main in the event it picked up mud and stuff when it was dug up with the excavator, and that'll blow it out. Just a quick on off at the main.
Yeah.
Grab hold of that too if you're left hand, keep your fingers out of the gap, get out here where the power is. Yep. keep it stable and go downhill on that one. Yeah, it's pretty
Jesus
that's for
Christ.
you, that's tight. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not.
Hey,
Hey, let
I'm
her
willing
go.
to give everything a try,
I
you
can
know?
go and get a big power shifter, which might be the best bet.
Oh, now he gets a better tool for you. I see how it is. Make me look weak. So Thompson's against me right now.
So you're resisting him nice and good there. It's tight, isn't it? Oh, hell, that's tight. Once you get in there, you should come by hand.
I could have done that. Now, Tyler was saying he wanted rain now just to see how it would go.
Yep. Beautiful.
Nice and clean.
We blasted the line out. She's all good, ready to go. Now it's got to put that new tap on. What's the plan?
Some thread tape on this hose tap, which is a Teflon thread tape. Do that 4 or 5 times around that. The male thread on the hose tap. Some plumbers choose to put this on the male. We usually put it on the female thread, this Teflon goo, which improves your chances of a total seal first time. Wipe that through the... And you're looking for sweet on that one, Tyler?
Yeah.
That'll about do it.
New outdoor tap installed. Now we can turn the water back on. Check that one up there for leaks. Make sure it's not leaking. Refill it. Job done. And then Heath is back now with a load of gravel to top this driveway here and fill it in. Fresh load of blue metal dumped. Time to start spreading all out and making it look nice, tidying it up.
We cut the legs off of our pants, threw our shoes into the ocean. Sit back and wait through the daylight. Sit back and wait through the daylight. Sit and slide on subway grades. These shoes are poor man's ice skates. Fall through like change in the daylight. Fall through like change in the daylight. I miss yellow lines in my road. Some color on my nechrome. Maybe I'll paint them in myself. Maybe I'll paint them in myself. Maybe I'll paint them in myself.
There she is, all done, looking a whole lot better. There's my shadow in the sun. I can't remember whether I said, but the idea behind redoing the main driveway was like sort of all the topping gravel on it all sunk and faded away over time, so it wasn't as very nice looking, and it was way too narrow. Like whoever built it so skinny, like it was sort of a tire width skinny, but if you pulled up on the driveway you were stepping onto the grass, which is okay when it's sunny, but as soon as it was wet you're stepping into mud. And like everyone that was coming around here was just driving off into the grass anyway. Like, and we had a couple of times delivery trucks get stuck on the edge. Like when it was really wet, they'd fall off the edge and get stuck. So yeah, just widen it so it's fully usable and accessible in and out now for us and delivery trucks and all that, and retop it to make it all look nice. Heath said he doesn't really like working with this material. He said it's not the best. He doesn't use it. It's a bit more expensive than other stuff he can get, and just doesn't like, you can't spread it as nice, he said. But once it compacts and settles down over time, he said it'll be perfectly fine. But obviously we just went that to match in what I'd already done on this area here. It was unreal watching a good operator do this properly, smash it out nice and quick and do a really nice finish on it. We got a nice big square parking bay at the end here. Look at that, it looks so good. Massive difference coming down into the house now. The other question too, I don't know, let me know your ideas, edging. Do you reckon we do any driveway edging on any of this? What would we use? Do people recommend it, or do we not worry about it, just leave it to meet the grass there? I don't know. Drop a comment, let me know what you're thinking there. And then the last thing we're going to do today is it's Friday afternoon, and this bonfire that we built up down the back here a couple of episodes ago, kids have been asking to burn it, so we're going to go down here and light it, and there's a heap more stuff around here that needs to get thrown on it, so we'll do some burning and cleaning up down the back here.
Jumping out of windows after dark, we wanna see the king play in the park. The glitter on our face joins us to the stars. Tripping through the city, we're laying in flowers off the bars, smoking with strangers in the park. You shot me with vodka and made me laugh. Now I'm here in silence. Well, I've been having too much fun, so I might as well jump. And I heard that you're a cannonball. Well, I'm an animal.
There is plenty more to go out there, but that is some of the yard work side of things ticked off. But we thought we'd update on more the internal side of the house now and what is going on there. So we are going to take the entire insurance payout, which will allow us to move forward of our plan of fixing up the outside, redoing the downstairs differently, which we'll go through in a minute of how we're going to do it, but redoing that differently and as flood proof as we possibly can, and then doing the upstairs level where we're going to have the kitchen, the lounge room, our main bedroom and ensuite, like that, some of that stuff up there that will never get touched by water. I know a few people commented in the last video saying, oh, cheaper, easier, won't you just knock down, rebuild? It's not cheaper and easier. We've looked into pricing of that. It's a lot more money than this way that we're looking at doing it. We'd need double the money. Yeah, that'd be ideal to like build the whole house up, but like at least double the money and a lot, like it'd be a longer process. So it'll be even more time that we'll be living in caravans and out of the house. So yeah, with the insurance payout, we're still waiting to receive that. I'll just put up on the screen a couple of screenshots of what it looks like. They send you through pretty much room by room an itemized quote of everything needs to be replaced, how much it would cost, like all the tradesmen, all the labourers they would need. So that's like nearly 70 pages and then has a final price at the end. That was an initial one they sent through. They since came back out, went through it all again, found some things they missed, some things need to be added on and changed. So we're just waiting to get the final quote again, like an updated one, and then we can accept that quote and we'll receive that whole lump of money, which will allow us to start, you know, putting it back into the house. So while we're waiting to receive all that, I do have a bit of my own money put aside, which we've started putting into moving this plan forward. So we have hired or engaged a draftsman, which is someone which is going to design, draw up our whole house plan start to finish. So they'll design and draw up all the top floor, and then they'll redesign our bottom floor to suit the upstairs and how we want to change the layout and stuff like that. So he's been really good so far. He was over here this morning measuring, drawing up, getting a full layout of the bottom. And then he said he'll go home and by the end of the week, he should be able to have through to us the first design of like the new setup. So I'll put up on the screen here, this is like an itemized list of everything that we're going to have to work through over the next few months. So he said this process will take probably 4 to 6 months, normally 6 months, but we should be able to speed track it through a little bit because our house has been through a natural disaster, so you can normally push things through a bit faster with council and that. In the meantime though, we'll be able to start putting back together some of the bottom floor, which is not going to interfere with the upstairs. We won't be able to put back together the whole bottom floor, but we'll be able to get some of it back together. So yeah, it's going to take a while now, ticking through all this list. Like it's just going to be getting this survey, getting that plan, like there's a lot of things there to do. And then while all that's going down with the draftsman, we've started organising some tradesmen as well. So Dane Gunning Homes, which is your sister's partner.
Yep.
He is going to help us like do the build for us, do all the upstairs build and stuff like that, and he'll be able to help us get together the downstairs. And then his brother is a tiler, so he'll be able to do the tiling for us. My dad's a plumber, but his brother's an electrician.
My brother's a roofers.
So it's good that we have some help and family members and people in the industry there that'll be able to help us out, keep things moving forward for us.
And people that we can trust, that we know do a good job as well, because like we need that.
And then other than that, like we've just been living life in the Opus campers. How are you liking it?
I actually really like it. Someone asked me that the other day and I was like, I could stay in there. I'm happy.
I've been making a lot of phone calls, sorting out like council things, draftsman things, tradesmen, organising all different pieces, like even this outdoor area, organising the pool, all that stuff going on. So there's a lot of phone calls, a lot of things going on.
I've literally never seen someone be on the phone so much in my whole entire life.
Plus all the normal business side of things.
Yes.
And then while I'm on phone calls, Demi's been on Pinterest or Instagram or whatever it is, designing the new home.
I'm stressed. I've been losing sleep.
We've been around to a few display homes lately, getting some ideas, walking through homes, like trying to work out how we want to set up ours, some ideas, bits and pieces, which have been not too bad. Up until the last month or two, we had no idea about the building industry or homes or anything at all, so it's been a massive learning curve for us. We've been at the tile shops and plumbing shops, picking tiles, because that's one of the first things that's going to happen. We've got to get this bathroom and laundry back together and tile this downstairs area. So I've been doing a fair bit of time choosing design of that and just working out, some different things that need to be happening. So
Because we want the downstairs to not be like random to the rest of the house. So then I had to like try and think about what we wanted the rest of the house to look like, or what we wanted the other bathrooms to look like. So then it wasn't just like this random thing, and then we change our mind about everything else. So
you got to make it all match, and you're about to get judged by everyone on the internet too. So
I reckon they're gonna like it.
Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. You should go get your tile.
Should I go get my tile?
Yeah, go get your tile.
I'll go get my tile.
That's your tile.
That's my tile.
I don't know. I
don't know if you can see it.
You can't see the colour. The colour on the screen at the moment looks a bit yellowy in this house because there's no light, like actual lights in here. So it's probably going to be hard to tell the actual. But what is it? It's like a
Nautica light.
Google it.
I'll put a screenshot up on the screen of like the tile and the accent tiles and like the inspo that we're going with. Well, I'm going with that Tyler just has to put up with.
There's been a lot of like, Demi's like, I really want this, and I'm like, we have a budget. There's been a lot of like back and forth between trying to stick within the budget and Demi trying to get everything that she wants.
I'll still get what I want.
So I think our plan is we're going to do it all up as if we'd live here, make it all nice, do the upstairs, do the downstairs. And it's probably not going to be forever plan to be here, but you know, maybe live here for a few years and then sell it on, but it'll be worth a whole lot more because you'll have a whole upstairs plus the downstairs will be pretty flood-proof for minimal damage if it does happen again.
And we've been watching Clarkson's farm. Have you guys seen it? Well, if you haven't, it's really good. And we now want a farm.
Let's show the redesign of our downstairs.
How do we do that?
So I'll show you what we're thinking with the downstairs. So obviously you walk in the front door here. This is going to be a new front door.
I'm kind of thinking like a big front door, aluminium vibes. Dane showed us a house that he's working on, and there was one that looks really cool.
So as we come in, this is like, that was obviously our living, dining room, and well, not obviously, but that was a living and dining room. This is our lounge room. So what's the plan in here?
We're going to delete the walls and make it a big rumpus room.
Yep, so that'll be a whole lot less walls to be in the way of a next flood and just a massive like rumpus room for the kids.
Yep. And
then we come this way. That was our kitchen. What's going there?
The stairs are going here. The stairs are going somewhere in this vicinity.
Yeah.
And then we're going to hopefully have a mud room because the kids are mud kids. We'll keep the laundry as the laundry, but we'll like close that door off. Bathroom, toilet will be more private. And then if you come through...
I don't even need to come through because you can just see any walls anyway.
This is a shower. We're going to delete those walls and delete that wall to make it a big like full shower.
And what we've worked out with the bathroom is the reason it was ripped out is because they didn't use the proper gyprock board behind it last time. Yeah. So we'll be able to use proper gyprock board, waterproof it all, and then if it floods again, your whole bathroom can stay next time. Like it doesn't need to be pulled out like this. A bathroom can stay in. So there'll obviously be a bit of money here, but at least we'll know it'll last through another flood if it happens.
And back to my tile. This is the tile we're going to use in all the bathrooms, on the floor and the walls. Look how nice that is. So having a full floor to ceiling bathroom of tiles, and then we'll have one accent wall, which I might show you tile later.
And then the flooring through the whole house, because you don't want to put carpet back. Probably your number one flood-proof option is polished concrete. But we'd only get a blue metal finish concrete because that's what this slab would have been when it was poured. But when we had the draftsman out here, he was sort of saying it's going to be very difficult with this to do it all polished concrete because like that old ensuite which is being deleted, like that's going to get tricky.
And then all the holes in the floor, which aren't impossible but a bit harder to make all like the same vibe. And
there's like an overlap in the ground down there which we can quickly show. He said like that's going to just look like crap there, like that's like brick there and stuff that they've cemented over when they turned half the garage into an extended room. So we're sort of probably throwing out the polished concrete option, and next best option is going to be tiles. Normally can
I'm not hating tiles.
No, we're maybe thinking of doing like a concrete colour tile or something. they can handle flood pretty well normally. In all these rooms, it's going to be tile floor, but you know, we'll just put big rugs in and stuff like that, and at least all your flooring should be good if it does happen again. And then these bedrooms, so we're deleting that ensuite because we're not going to need that one there anymore because we're going to have the main bathroom downstairs and have an ensuite upstairs. And then 2 bedrooms just going to get halved into 2 bigger bedrooms. And then what's happening down here?
This wall's moving towards the window.
Yeah.
And then we're closing off this one here and making that just like one big one, either like a study or like Tyler's workspace or merch room, probably most likely. Down the other end, so the kids will be down there doing their thing. Tyler will be up here doing his thing. I'll be upstairs doing my thing.
So much room for activities.
Yep.
Downstairs is pretty much going to be 4 bigger sized bedrooms, a main bathroom and laundry, a big rumpus room, and then this will be like your stairs and mudroom to upstairs. And then we're just working out the exact way we're going to flood-proof the walling. There's probably not a huge amount you can do. It's always a bit of a tricky one because it's always going to come in the weep holes of the bricks. But at least if there's no kitchen, the bathroom's fully waterproof, the floor's all good, there's less walls, like worst case, you just have to pull some walls out again to let it dry and resheet and repaint.
So instead of like spending $150,000 on redoing your whole bottom story, you just maybe like 20 grand to redo the walls or something.
Yeah, which, you know, you could probably set it up so it wouldn't even be 20 grand worth of damage. It might be like 10 or 15 grand, which is not great.
No, it's not.
It's not ideal.
Not ideal.
But hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
But let's be real, it's going to happen again one day. But at least if you set it up so it's much less of a drama than what it was this time.
Yeah. And then you'll still have your livable space upstairs.
Yeah.
Regardless.
And then give us a rough design of our upstairs. Now, obviously, in the next episode, once we start properly getting stuff, we can share some of the draftsman's designs and how it's going to work. But here's what we've initially told him and thinking. Upstairs is going to be about 110 metres squared of upstairs space. They estimate upstairs renovations is about 3.5 grand per square metre. So 110 square metres upstairs, you're looking at, I don't know, coming up towards 400,000. But also depends, bathrooms, en-suites, kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms, what you're doing. And as we said, we got a bit of help from a few family members, which will bring our cost down a little bit too. Demi's actually the house designer and draftsperson. This is our design.
This is it, and
we're going to take this to council.
And say, can we do this, please?
Yeah.
And obviously the house, like the rest of the house, is over here.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be the full length of the house, but the idea is you come up the stairs, just there, and then the lounge room's looking out at the pool over here. Yeah, windows all there, all along here. And then we have the walk-in robe, and then we have the ensuite. Obviously the doors are there, and somewhere along here. Over this side is the kitchen somewhere, and then a second bedroom, and then another little walk-in, another
toilet and basin.
Just so people don't come into an ensuite when they want to be upstairs.
So just a bit of a standstill at the moment, I suppose, where we can't... Upstairs is going to be a while because it's going to take a while to get all that through council and the different people that need to come check, survey, test, report, this, that, everything else. So that's going to be a while. In the meantime, we do want to get ourselves at least back in downstairs. We won't have a kitchen, but that's all right, we'll figure that out. We'll at least have a big hangout rumpus room. We'll have 4 bedrooms and a bathroom. But we're just a bit of a standstill for the next few weeks, waiting. The draftsman's got to design all our upstairs and he's redesigned the downstairs to match. And then just have to work that out before we start anything. We're probably not going to be able to put together the rumpus room end of things for a while because that's where most of the support's going to need to be for upstairs, but we can at least get the bedrooms and bathrooms back together. We'll be back soon with more house updates. Hopefully, fingers crossed, soon we'll have actually get some stuff happening back in downstairs here.
It's so exciting, but also I'm so stressed because I'm the person doing the aesthetic things over here. So I have a lot on my shoulders. It's all about aesthetics.
Yeah, and I'm just...
For me.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just organising everything.
You're organising everything and I'm choosing colours.
You're choosing colours and tiles and paints and different things, and I'm trying to stop you from getting pink walls and bathrooms. All right, that's it for the moment. We'll be back in the next episode soon with more updates and more builds and
more
house
things.
Stuff, renos, everything.
Yep.